The early morning sun cast a warm, golden hue across the quiet, nondescript room where Sarah lay in bed, her body covered by a tangle of disheveled sheets. The rhythmic beeping of her alarm clock jolted her awake. It was a familiar sound, one that had marked the beginning of countless ordinary days in her life. For years, she had followed the same robotic routine, rising from bed, rushing through her morning rituals, battling traffic, and settling into her uninspiring cubicle at the insurance company where she had worked since college. But on this particular day, as she stared at the blank ceiling above her, something was different. The mundane repetition of her daily life had grown unbearable, and she felt trapped in a never-ending loop of monotony. It was as if the universe had conspired to nudge her awake. And then, as if on cue, the unexpected happened. As she commuted to work, the symphony of traffic sounds was suddenly punctuated by a deafening crash. The car directly in front of her had collided with a massive delivery truck, the cacophony of twisted metal and shattering glass creating a horrific tableau of chaos. Panic and fear gripped the bystanders as they rushed to the scene of the accident, but Sarah reacted differently. In the midst of chaos, she found an innate calmness. With her heart pounding, Sarah rushed toward the wreckage. Dialing 911 and providing comfort to the injured, she was a pillar of strength. The tragic scene left her both shaken and strangely awakened, planting the seeds of a profound realization deep within her. Sarah's experience at the accident site had irrevocably changed her. The repetitive drudgery of her life no longer held the same appeal. She had been shaken out of her complacency, and the experience forced her to confront her desire for a more meaningful existence. The accident had become a catalyst for change, propelling her toward an unfamiliar and compelling path. Weeks later, Sarah took a leap of faith. She decided to leave behind her mundane job, the security of a steady paycheck, and the life she had always known. She was determined to embark on a journey of self-discovery, a quest for answers to the questions that had begun to plague her. The world of holistic health had always piqued her interest, but it was during this period of soul-searching that she truly delved into the subject. She voraciously read books, attended workshops, and connected with like-minded individuals. It was through one such connection that she met Susan, a seasoned holistic health practitioner. Susan was a woman of wisdom and serenity, and she saw something special in Sarah. She recognized the young woman's potential and eagerness to learn. With kindness and patience, Susan welcomed Sarah into her holistic health practice, and a transformative journey began. Under Susan's guidance, Sarah began to unravel the intricate tapestry of holistic health. Together, they explored the fundamental principles that underpinned this alternative approach to well-being. Sarah learned that holistic health wasn't just about treating the physical body, it was a philosophy that emphasized the profound connection between the mind and the body. The core of holistic health lay in the idea that the mind and body were inseparable. Every thought, emotion, and experience was interconnected with physical health. Susan stressed the importance of natural remedies, advocating for the healing power of nature, and highlighting the significance of balance in one's life. Meditation and mindfulness became regular practices in Sarah's daily routine. She learned to quiet her racing thoughts and tune into the whispers of her own body. These practices were more than just a means to reduce stress, they became her gateway to understanding herself on a deeper level. She began to grasp the idea that true healing was not merely about suppressing symptoms but involved understanding the root causes of ailments. As Sarah journeyed deeper into holistic health, she began to explore the baggage of her own past. With Susan's guidance, she was encouraged to confront long-held emotional wounds and traumas. It was through these introspective sessions that she learned the profound truth that emotional wounds could manifest as physical ailments. Sarah's healing journey was not a linear one, it was a labyrinth of self-discovery and personal transformation. She often revisited painful memories, working through them with a sense of courage and vulnerability. The emotional release that followed was nothing short of cathartic. She felt lighter, unburdened, and her physical health started to improve in tandem with her emotional healing. But it wasn't just about her own healing. As she delved into the maelstrom of her past, Sarah started to recognize patterns, not only in her own life but in the lives of those around her. She realized the profound impact of emotional wellness on physical health, and this awareness became a cornerstone of her holistic approach to healing. One evening, as the sun set in the horizon, casting a warm, orange glow across Susan's cozy living room, they began to delve into the topic of nutrition. This discussion would have far-reaching consequences for Sarah's health and her approach to healing. Susan emphasized the transformative power of nutrition. She explained that the food we consumed was not just a source of sustenance, it was a foundational element of health. Sarah learned about the importance of organic, whole foods, free from additives and chemicals. It was through Susan's gentle guidance that Sarah embarked on a journey to change her relationship with food. With newfound enthusiasm, she started to overhaul her diet. She filled her kitchen with colorful arrays of fruits and vegetables, each carefully selected for their unique nutritional properties. Lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats became staples in her meals. Her plate was a canvas for health, and each meal was a brushstroke of nourishment. Susan taught her the art of mindful eating, savoring every bite, relishing the flavors, and being grateful for the nourishment it provided. Her diet was no longer a regimen but a delightful journey of exploration and taste. The change in her eating habits brought about a noticeable shift in her energy levels, mood, and overall well-being. One chilly afternoon, Sarah was introduced to the world of energy healing. Susan was enthusiastic about showcasing the transformative potential of practices like Reiki and acupuncture. These therapies were vastly different from the conventional medical interventions that Sarah had been exposed to, and they initially seemed like a leap of faith. As she lay on a cozy massage table, enveloped by the serene ambience of Susan's healing room, Sarah experienced her first Reiki session. The sensation of energy coursing through her body was unlike anything she had ever felt. She couldn't explain it rationally, but she didn't need to. The sensation was real, and she felt an immediate shift in her emotional state. Over time, Sarah realized that these therapies were not only about relaxation, they were about balancing the body's energy systems, promoting health and vitality. Her skepticism began to wane as she continued to experience the profound effects of these treatments. She started to perceive that her physical health was closely intertwined with her energetic well-being. The holistic lifestyle was a multifaceted transformation for Sarah. It was not just about adhering to a set of health practices, it was a profound shift in her approach to life itself. Susan emphasized that holistic living encompassed all aspects of one's existence, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Regular exercise became an essential component of Sarah's holistic lifestyle. She delved into activities that brought joy and movement to her life. Whether it was dancing, hiking, or yoga, she embraced the idea that physical movement wasn't just about staying fit, it was about connecting with her body and nourishing her soul. The practice of yoga took on a special significance in her life. It was a pathway to balance, both physically and mentally. She cherished the stillness of her morning yoga sessions, the gentle stretches, and the feeling of her breath synchronizing with her movements. Yoga was no longer a routine, it was a sacred space for self-discovery and self-care. Mindfulness was another cornerstone of her holistic lifestyle. Susan had introduced her to mindfulness practices early on, and Sarah had eagerly embraced them. Whether it was a mindful walk in the park, a moment of silent meditation, or a deep breathing exercise, these practices became the threads that wove together the fabric of her daily life. The profound impact of her holistic lifestyle was evident in the transformations that unfolded. Her physical health was buoyant, her emotional resilience was strengthened, and her sense of purpose was amplified. The holistic lifestyle wasn't merely a set of actions, it was a state of being, a mindset that infused every choice she made, from the food she ate to the thoughts she entertained. Through these practices, Sarah had discovered a newfound sense of harmony and balance in her life. She was no longer a passive observer of her own existence, she was an active participant, shaping her well-being with every choice she made. As Sarah's knowledge and confidence in holistic health grew, she couldn't help but share her newfound wisdom with those around her. Friends and family became the first recipients of her alternative healing approach. Whether it was a friend suffering from chronic pain, a relative struggling with anxiety, or a colleague dealing with sleep issues, Sarah offered holistic solutions with compassion and a genuine desire to help. Her experiences in healing others opened a door to a deeper understanding of her own path. She saw the profound impact she could make on their lives, witnessing transformations that often surpassed their initial expectations. The joy of making a positive difference in the lives of those she cared about became a profound source of fulfillment. Word-of-mouth endorsements began to circulate, and Sarah's reputation as a holistic health practitioner started to grow. People were eager to share their success stories, and their enthusiasm acted as a ripple effect, drawing in more individuals who were eager to explore the holistic approach to well-being. It was through the act of healing others that Sarah found her purpose. It wasn't a profession for her, it was a calling. Every person she helped was a testament to the potential of holistic health, a living example of the transformation that could occur when an individual's mind, body, and spirit were brought into harmony. However, as Sarah's work began to gain recognition and as the number of people she helped grew, she also began to encounter skepticism and criticism. Her approach to holistic health, while undeniably effective to those who had experienced its benefits, faced skepticism from those who had never ventured beyond the confines of conventional medicine. Sarah's early encounters with skeptics were disheartening. Some dismissed her work as mere placebo effects or pseudoscience. Others argued that it was simply a trend, a fleeting fascination that would soon be replaced by the next health fad. She was challenged to defend her beliefs, and her approach, often met with closed minds and raised eyebrows. But Sarah was not one to be easily deterred. Her commitment to holistic health was unwavering. She understood that skepticism was a natural reaction to the unfamiliar. Rather than becoming defensive, she saw it as an opportunity to educate and enlighten. Sarah engaged in open-hearted conversations with skeptics, presenting evidence, sharing her personal experiences, and, most importantly, listening to their concerns. She also acknowledged that there was room for growth and evolution in the field of holistic health. While the core principles remained steadfast, there was a place for research, collaboration, and dialogue with the medical community. Sarah's mission was not to convince everyone, but to reach those who were seeking a different path to wellness. She firmly believed that everyone had the right to choose their approach to health, and her role was to provide the knowledge and support for those who resonated with her journey. Sarah had always been passionate about women's well-being, but as her journey in holistic health continued, she began to realize that this field had a unique connection to the female experience. Women's health was a vast and diverse landscape, encompassing various life stages and unique challenges. Sarah recognized that holistic health could offer an alternative and empowering path for women in their pursuit of well-being. She began offering specialized workshops and support groups tailored to women's health needs. Whether it was addressing issues related to fertility, supporting expectant mothers during pregnancy, or guiding women through the transformative journey of menopause, Sarah's holistic approach provided a space where women could access information, support, and empowerment. Fertility workshops became a sanctuary for women struggling to conceive. Sarah shared insights into holistic practices that could support the delicate balance of hormones, optimize reproductive health, and provide emotional support during the often challenging journey to parenthood. Her pregnancy support groups offered a haven for expectant mothers, where they could explore holistic approaches to staying healthy during pregnancy, managing stress, and preparing for childbirth. These sessions became a space for connection and shared experiences, where women could celebrate the profound journey of motherhood. Menopause workshops were equally transformative. Sarah recognized that menopause wasn't merely a biological transition, it was a profound period of self-discovery and transformation. Women were guided through the holistic principles that could help them navigate this transformative phase of life with grace and vitality. Sarah was not merely offering knowledge, she was empowering women to take control of their health, make informed choices, and approach their unique health challenges with confidence. Her work was not only a source of education but also a catalyst for transformation and empowerment. As Sarah reflected on her journey, she couldn't help but marvel at the profound changes in her life. Her path had led her to a deeper understanding of herself and her connection to the world. It was a journey of self-discovery and personal transformation, one that had not only transformed her own life but had touched the lives of countless others. The women she had supported during their fertility struggles were now joyful mothers. The expectant mothers she had guided were now embracing motherhood with confidence and grace. The women who had attended her menopause workshops were now navigating this transformative phase with vitality and resilience. But Sarah's vision extended far beyond her personal journey and the lives she had touched. She envisioned a future where holistic health was not just an alternative but an integral part of mainstream healthcare. She saw a world where individuals could choose from a range of healing modalities, where holistic and conventional medicine could coexist harmoniously.